There we go. And now I'm live, I believe. I think everything's live now. Should be. I only lack a couple of the dollars for my collection. $79, $79. 79. Make sure I'm not getting any feedback. Wayne, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Long time no see. Chew, what's happening? I got a couple of dollar rolls from the bank. Check those. I got a couple of nickel rolls. Captain Vic, what's happening, my man? I only lack a couple of these dollars for my collection. Hey, check that out. What's up with that? Never seen one of those. Gold plated? I don't know. Let's weigh that up. Heck yeah, that's the score. Never seen one of those before. Let's see what that weighs. Alright, I'm not sure what the nominal weight of these dollars are supposed to be. It says 8.06, 8.08, 8.08, so I'm sure that's about it. I got this golden 1979, really good condition. So same weight. That's odd. I've never seen one of those before. Good, great find. I don't know if anybody else has found those. That's weird. That's a weird one. Hey, there's another one. Two of them. That's crazy. Two of them in the same roll. I have to look into that. There's another one. There's a third. Three of them. Wonder what kind of set those came out of. Check that out. 1, 2, 3. That's crazy. Let's check the other roll. Maybe the other roll's got some more. We will see. John Tyler. Jefferson. All the early ones. I don't know if that's mint damage or not. It looks like a clip kind of taken out of that one. I'll set that to the side. Harrison. $2,000. Yeah, those are interesting. Yeah, I don't know if the slots, I don't know if I have that working or not. I haven't streamed in so long. I just decided to do a little pop-up. It's raining outside. So, and then I also have a whole bunch of nickels from past nickel hunts that I need to sort through. Check these out. Anybody have any good finds lately? Anybody still hunting some coins? I've been doing a lot of I've been going through a ton of my uncirculated boxes that I've had stashed away. Been doing a lot of 2022P nickels. Going through boxes and boxes. I took 4 boxes of those to the bank Monday. Look through all those. They were I found quite a few of them with die cracks on the back of the building on the reverse. So quite a few of those. Been finding my last circulated box had I want to say 4 buffaloes, 2 or 3 war nickels, and a 1904 V nickel. Pretty awesome. Maple Leaf, what's happening? Just a little pop-up of, I got a little smorgasbord of stuff. I got a couple of nickel rolls and some cent rolls. And check out some star notes. There's a 46 right there. I pull out the 40s, 50s, check the 64Ds for the RPM. If the 2025Ds are nice enough, I pull those out just so I can kind of make a roll for myself. Haven't had much luck with those popping out my way. I did get a box of 2025Ps to check rolls through, so. But yeah, we'll check those buffaloes. And yeah, the bank, like I said, they actually let me put the nickels in bags last week, so I was able to dispose of 4 boxes, which was very nice of them. Here's a 41S. 41S. And I searched $700 in notes before that's a nice 25D. Before I came on, only found 2 star notes in the whole pile. Which those are getting more and more rare finds. They're getting scarcer and scarcer to find. No sweat, Wayne. Just good to see you here. Haven't talked to everybody in a while. Been busy doing a lot of side work. Last week finished up a deck around around a pool. Made a little money there. Into this week I'll be replacing an engine in a truck. I may do some vertical lives on that. Last time I did some engine work, I got a lot of people viewing it, which was crazy. I don't think that many people were interested in engine work, but I enjoy it. So I may set up a camera there. It's my son's truck. He just got the engine delivered. So let me find somewhere to dump these. This box will do. That box will do. And I told the bank lady I'd bring her some pennies, so I popped open. I got a little stash of boxes sitting here that I'll go through a couple of rolls and take her some. She does me favors. Whenever she finds some old currency, she kind of sets it aside for me, and when I visit, she brings them, lets me have them, which is nice. This is my custom pusher. I give the rolls a little tap like that and they just pop right out of the roll. Quick way to do it. Quick and easy. Man, that one's seen some damage. Look at that. That's been in a machine spinning somewhere. Yeah, looking at 2,000 of the same coin over and over and over for 4 boxes was kind of hard on my eyes. But when you look at the same coin over and over and over, you know exactly which airs you're looking for. Decent 2023D. Here's a 54. 87, 70. There's a nice 65. Nice one. Nice 65. And then I bought some 2026D nickels last week so I could sell and give away sets of because I had some P's, so I bought some D's so I could make up some sets to sell and give away. I've been watching auctions lately. I mean, a set of these, I've been watching auctions, have been going anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks on auctions, and I was like, man, I'll just sell them for $5. Whoever wants them. If they don't sell, I'll keep them. Be nice to get a couple more buffaloes. A couple weeks back, I had in one box, I had almost a full roll of buffalo nickels that I found in one box. I couldn't believe it. Here's a 57. There's a nice looking one there. 92. Looks like it's got full steps on it. Let me see here. Nah, steps. Got a mark on the steps. If they're nice, I'd like to have them if they have full steps. If they don't have full steps on them, I toss them back. Can't keep all the coins. 2025. There's another 46P. 46P. There's a 51D. That's pretty decent 51. Pretty decent. Yeah, I go through them kind of fast. I got my nickel books pretty much filled up. I got 2 sets of them that the best of the best that I've found so far. I put in the 2 nickel books for the 2 grandkids. So they'll both get a set. Try to make both sets equally as nice. I don't know if any of the pop-up stuff working it yet or not. Let me try one. Let's go. Dang, that's a shiny one there. 2025D. Nice looking one. I almost have a full roll of 2025Ds. You know, pulled some circulation. You know, they're not, you know, BU Unk rolls, but they're good enough for me for my collection. It's a nice 25p. Little mark right there on the nose. Little mark. What is that one? That is dirty. That's 78. 78. And I was able to add a couple of notes. I collect banknotes by the series and the run number, so I was able to add a couple more to those. There's a nice one, 25D, another one to the collection. 23D, that's pretty decent. Nice steps on that. We'll take another look at that. Take another look. Come on. I always find it really hard to find nice quarter or nice nickels from the 70s. 70s nickels seem to be hard to come by, you know, that are in decent shape. I don't know why. Same thing with, there's a little bit of an offset strike on that. I don't know why 70s are hard to come by on like that. That's at 65. That's nice 65 there. Nice 65s are hard to find too.
I want my $2.
I want my $2. 2026 halves. Yes, I actually bought some at an auction last week. And actually, I don't know. I was gonna make a video on this. I mean, listen to this. That's straight from the mint. That's how they packed this box. I mean, there's no, let's open this up. There's no protection whatsoever in this thing. This came in the mail the other day. I have not opened it yet. You know, let's see how well packed the mint made my, whatever. I don't even know what this is. So these are, what are these? 2026. Yeah, right there, 50-cent rolls. 2 rolls. So yeah, I did get some. I didn't think they were doing this on the subscription. So P&D. $50 rolls. P&D $50 rolls. Yeah, so I did get some. Man, you got ripped off. How'd you get ripped off, dude? Yeah, but I don't like this. They just rattle in the box. So whenever I get stuff in the mint, I leave them in the box like this. Yeah, I did not know that they were... Wow. Look how much I paid for those. What a ripoff. $10 face value. So there's $40 face value. There's the premium I paid. And they send it in a shitty box like this with nothing protecting the packaging. That's insane, man. Wow, I didn't realize the premium was that high. I wouldn't have bought them. But yeah, I did get P&D rolls right there, Wayne. But I also bought 2 rolls off an auction last week as well. because I didn't know I was receiving these. Oh, the guy never sent them. That sucks, dude. Yep, file a complaint with eBay. They'll give your money back. Wow. I cannot believe the Mint charged that much over. Yeah, is there $10 rolls, correct? Face value? Yeah, so there's $40. Yeah, $80 premium. At least there was no shipping and handling. $80 over face. That is insane. Insane. I don't see how they get off charging that much over. And the uncirculated sets, I think. Oh, that's no. eBay will do that. Hey Otis, what's up, man? eBay does have buyer protection. They will give you your money back no matter what. Just force the issue, Wayne. Even if he's a seller on eBay, eBay has to have, like, I'm a seller on eBay, so I have to give eBay direct access to my bank account. So I have a separate eBay bank account, so if somebody's asking or requesting a refund and we work it out, they pull it directly from that account. So you'll get your money back. I've never heard of eBay not giving a buyer their money back, ever. Oh, you waited too long on the coins. Oh, yeah, if you waited that long to file a complaint, yeah. Yep. You do have time window to file the complaint. So, yeah, that's why eBay got you on that one. Yeah, the second they didn't did he have a I guess he didn't have a tracking number. He probably sent it in an eBay. Well, if he sent it with an eBay standard envelope, there would be a tracking number for that. There's 47. Because eBay, anything under $20, a seller can, when I print the shipping labels, I can print up what they call as an eBay standard envelope label. It'll have there's another nice 63. The eBay standard envelope label will have tracking. Hey, I've sent stuff, Wayne, and it's never made it, and I've been stuck having to pay the refund and lose my product. And thankfully, on some of them, the higher priced items, when I ship it with USPS with the tracking number, and if the tracking number shows it not delivered, I file a grievance with the post office and get refunded by them. 25D. But it sucks. And last year, I actually sold my first item over $1,000, and it has to be shipped by a signature mail only. So they got to sign for it when it's delivered. They don't sign for it, it doesn't get dropped. So they make sure it makes it to their hands. Yeah, it still sucks though, man. You buy something like that, wanting to add something to your collection. Yeah, since I've got those rolls, when these other rolls show up, I don't know if they're P and D or if they're just P's or D's. I don't know. I'll probably open up a roll and offer them up to people. So I like making sure everybody, has something for their collection. I know a lot of people have trouble getting stuff sometimes. If I can help out, I'll try. What you been up to, Otis? Just hanging? eBay looked and said he would put a number on it, but he didn't. Nah, man. What kind of a seller rating did he have? I mean, did he, is he in the hundreds or? I've actually had some bad sellers that had, over 1,000 sales and stuff got mixed up and messed up. I mean, I try to to be like considered an eBay top seller, top performer, you have to ship items next business day and offer no questions asked refunds. Yeah, eBay, there's a 41. eBay has completely become a buyer's market. Planting a garden, there you go. Yeah, I went this morning. A buddy of mine picked me up, and we went to South Atlanta. He had won a gun safe at an auction, so we went to South Atlanta and picked that up from the auction yard. Went back to his house and put it in his house. It was a nice big one, fireproof 40 gun safe. It was nice. You got it about $200 off from retail price through the auction. Can't beat that. Good price. What you planting in the garden there, Otis? I did a garden one year. I did some corn and some jalapenos. Corn's easy. Bart, what's up, brother? Just going through some nickel rolls, some cent rolls. I did some dollar coins earlier, Bart, and found these 3 golden Susan B. Anthony's. I gotta figure out what's up with these. I've never found those in rolls. I don't know what kind of set that would have been a part of. They're in really good condition too. Gotta figure out what set those things came out of. You do a little bit of everything. Cool. Yeah, I live a little further south than you. All the farmers around here have already planted. But we have been starving for rain. It's actually raining right now, so we need it bad. We are, I'd say, at least 12 inches in deficit on the rainfall. It's all the leaves on the trees are just wilting. Then you couple that in Georgia, you got the humidity. Just some days it's unbearable. It's killing the trees. So nice consistent sprinkle would be nice. I can hear it falling outside right now. I'm in the basement, but I can hear it coming down the gutters. That's a nice 22D if it weren't for that crimper kiss right there. Cent gold coin for 10 joules. I don't know what that means. Is that something new on YouTube, joules, or? I know they got the hype. Oh, there's a nice 76. Reverse sucks. I know they got the hype thing and the, I don't know, all the other crap they do. There's a nice 20. That's a really nice 25p right there. Nice shape there. Yeah, after I go through some of these, I'll show you some of these the die crack coins on it, because I've been going, like I said, I was saying earlier, I've been doing a lot of uncirculated boxes from my stash that I've had sitting around for years. So I just started going through uncirculated boxes and getting rid of them. I did four boxes of 22p nickels, and found that's a nice 25D there. Found a bunch of them. I made a progression set of a die crack on the die crack that goes from this side of the coin all the way through Monticello, through the door up to the window. And then there's some of them that have a die crack also on the right side coming in this way on the coin. And then some of those 22Ps have a grease strike through near Jefferson's eye that comes out, and then some of them have it by Jefferson's mouth they call the Smoking Tom. That's the nickname for it. So that's, that's what I was trying to look for going through the uncirculated rolls, because I figured if I found one or two in there, I knew for sure there'd be more. But I found a lot of the die crack, which is cool. Able to sell those down the road. I mean, the progression set, there's like 10 coins in the progression set. That's nice. 23D. All right. Not producing any buffaloes. But get rid of these coins. Get all this ready for another coin dump at the end of the week. Yeah, so these coins were from box hunts that I'd done previously. I pull out the 40s and 50s and stuff and just kind of set them to the side to research them again. Came across some crazy foreign coins. I don't know what that is. 1987, half something. Don't know what that coin is. Found that one. Found this is Commonwealth of Bahamas, the pineapple. Found a 1993 S. Kind of worn. Jimmy, what's up, brother? Found there's a worn out 43p war nickel. A lot of buffaloes that had, so worn out they didn't have dates. Like really worn out. A lot of them look like that. But there's a 44p war nickel found. A 44D. A 43p. 43p. 1926 buffalo we found. What's this one? 1928, really worn out. A 37. Another no date. No date. There's that 1904 I found. Worn out, but still a good find in a box. Yeah, that was that box. I had that 1904. I think it was all these. It was like 5 or 6 buffaloes and 3 or 4 war nickels and a couple of 39s. Yeah, 39, 39, 39, a 77S proof. Another proofy. Yeah, a bunch of, just some more no dates. There's a 36 on the end. But found those. Here's a 45D. And a 34. Pretty decent shape. I love just finding, the occasional buffalo and, war nickels fine, but I like the occasional buffalo, especially V nickel too. It's kind of hard to believe you could still find those in a box. Something, that's 122 years old. Still find it in a box. There's the war nickels, 39s. Yeah, so there's probably a lot more. These are probably all 40s and 50s. That's a real nice 68 is in there. Nice 68, 75. Yeah, see 25Ds. Like I said, I kind of keep those to make a roll. It's a lot of 40s. There's another 39 right there. I still haven't found a Henning nickel yet. I'm still looking for those. That'd be a killer find. 59, 46. So then I'll take all these and sort them 40s, 50s, and I make rolls out of them. Like I've got 52D roll, 52P roll. There's of some of the nicer ones that I can find. You know, all the stuff you find in circulation. But that's where all those go. So I still have all these to go through. There might be some more buffaloes in here. And war nickels. Not sure. Just when I'm done, done searching them, I just throw them over here and I go, okay, whenever a rainy day comes, I'll go back and I'll resort through all of them. Yeah, right there, there's a foreign. It's Canadian. Oh, and I had 2 boxes 2 weeks ago that each box had almost a full roll's worth of 2009 Canadian nickels, like mint date, like somebody had dumped. What's up, Lyle? Somebody had like must have dumped rolls of Canadian coin in there or something. Bouncer slab in nature. Hello. All right, let's pop a couple cent rolls. See what we have here. Then we'll check some star notes. So on the Lincolns, I usually just pull out the copper, separate them 60s, 70s. Look, obviously look for the wheats. I've only, out of all the rolls I've hunted, I've only found 2 Indian head cents and rolls ever. But I really don't search a lot of cent rolls. I mostly, whenever I picked up full boxes, I just sold them. Just sold full boxes, or I stacked them away for when I knew that they were going to stop making the Lincoln cent. So let's take a look at a couple of these. See what's in them. See if anything cool's in them. So, and then all my 60s and 70s, I'll go back and check them for the DDOs, DDRs, what have you. Thank you, bot. Yeah, there's a couple bots running. So, check a couple of these. Yeah, like your 81s, I'll pull out 81. There's another 81, 70s. There's a 70. Another 70. But all the uncirculated rolls that I have, I'll go through those and I'll pull out a lot of the spike head air. It's a die crack coming from the top of his head. I think I have a roll sitting here somewhere. Yeah, right here. 23P crack head to rim. So, well, you probably won't be able to see it unless I have a good one in here. Yeah, I don't have a microscope going it where I can show it real good. But the crack will go from the top of his hair up into the W and E of we. They call that the spike head air. You can find some crazy ones on those. There's a 70. And of course, you want to weigh your 83s. Not too long ago, there was some kid that found a copper 1983, and I think it auctioned for almost 10 grand, maybe. Nice 23P, 70, another 70. So yeah, so I'll weigh up the the 83s. I'll set the 84s, 97s, 98, 99, 2000s. I'll check those for the wide AM. 92s, the close AM. Oh, what's the other ones? The flared FG on the, what's it, the 88. So when I'm flipping them, I'll swing those dates up to the side and then go back and check them. 2017 P. 2017 is the only year that Philly has a mint mark on the Lincoln cent. So if you find some nice ones of those, set them aside for your collection. There's a 62. And then occasionally you just find a really nice one, 82, and then I'll go back and I'll separate those: large date, small date, zinc, copper. I'm always looking for broad strike coins. There's a 1980. There's more 70s. 70, 70, 70. A lot of 70s in this one. And I've had some good luck recently just selling just bulk bags of 70s and 60s and just, you know, selling little bags of them. People have been buying them like these here. You know, I'll pile them all together and just sell them as bags. People have been buying them. I don't have time to check them. Hopefully somebody finds something good in them. If I'm bagging them up like that, I don't even bother looking at them. Looking at every single penny is not really my thing. I mean, I know a lot of people out there do it. And I have probably overlooked some really good errors worth a lot of money, but it's just, I don't know. Looking at every single one of them isn't my thing. I'd like to flip them, pull the date, check it out. There's another 81, a 60. And then whatever key dates, you know, I'll check those out. Now I have been going back and doing a lot of, so in my personal collection, I have, where do I put these at here? Hold on. So in my personal collection, I keep, what's up, Perry? So in my personal collection, I have a lot of tubed rolls that I've purchased over the years. So I have been going back through all these and, yep, breaking the seal and checking them for, just checking them for anything, RPMs, DDOs, DDRs, you know, because they're all mint, you know, they're all mint state BU rolls. So I'll go back through them. These are 63s. So I've been going back through these, opening them up, checking them out. Man, I found a roll of 1958 Ds that I had. What are these? These are 58 Ps. But a roll of 58 Ds, open it up, and over half the roll had a double die clash on it, front and back. I was like, hell yeah, score. It was awesome find. I was like, oh man, so I started just opening up all my other rolls that I had in tubes. Another 82. Go back and look at. Haven't seen a 99 yet. 96. What's been up to, Perry? Nothing? Doug, what's up, man? Just going through some miscellaneous rolls. Hey, there's looks like a Woody. A little bit here. Let's check that out. Yeah, 1973. The alloy mix air. They call them a Woody. It's probably not going to show up. It's got lines striated across, so I'll set that to the side. Maybe give that away. But if anybody's interested, I do have, like I said, I have these sets. P&D set I'll sell for $5, and then I've got I did find some rolls of these, the Emerging Liberty 2026. Those are $2. $2 includes shipping. If you want some of those, I've got the green ones. That's how many of those I've got. And then that's how many of the P&Ds I have. So once they're sold out, they're sold out. Until I can go get some more find some more rolls on the internet somewhere. There's a 2000. And there's a 59D. 59D. Another 2000. Another 82. Not much in that one. So yeah, I'm only going through these rolls because I told the bank lady I'd bring her some. Told her I'd be nice. Searching quarters. Yeah, I haven't done quarters in a while. I did last quarters I did, they were uncirculated rolls of the Patsy Mink quarter. I think that's what it was. I did oh, that one's kind of a woody too, 81. 81, there's another one. Yep, so I got big boxes that I've got boxes of 81s, 82s, 80s, 70s. And then I'll let somebody else go through them and look for double dies or RPMs or big ones. 84, so that's a 60 and a 50, a 60, a 73. There we go. Oh, let's check some star notes. These are from my last hunts. Let me check these out. Let me pull up star note page. And go over here. Star note lookup. I'll probably sort them. 2017, 17A, 17A, 21. A. They're easier to search once you sort them and you just go through them. 21, A, 2013. This is probably an accumulation of like maybe 5, 6, 7 hunts. I just had them sitting to the side. Haven't checked them. 21. Might be something cool in here. Let's check them out. Never know. I'll check these older ones out first. This is a 2009 and a 2013. So we'll go here, 2009, and we have F0171, 26, 23 star. And that is just a regular star note. Nothing fancy about that. 2013. Nothing fancy. We got K 236, 2, 9785. Just a regular star note, nothing special. 2017A. Nothing special. 0173, 2960. Nothing special. It just says regular run size, regular note, total printed. Nothing special. Boo on that. G 0534 9185. Nothing. Go up. So, okay, we got another G, F, F. So we don't need to type this G in. We can just go back. So we already have the number here. So general info and other runs. So this is G0297. So G02 would be right in here. So it's just a regular note as well. F, F, L. There's another G. G021. That's the same one. F, F, L, and A. Alright. So nothing special on that one. F0297. 5624. Regular. And then we can go F13 on this one. We'll check down here. F13 would be right here. That's a regular note as well. Nothing special. These are just all regular star notes, I think. 0244. 3871. Regular note. Yeah, I think these are all just regulars. 4. And a regular. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. Lots of pounding going on. Yeah, down here, all the roofers are all Latino labor, and they show up in a van, and next thing you know, the roof is gone and the roof is up. They are fast. K, J, J, K, L, and L. Alright, so these are 2017s. Check these out. Yeah, they get them up fast. Yeah, when I had my roof done, man, I was pulling nails out of the front yard for a very long time. I went over it with like a roller magnet. Pulled nails forever. 4607 regular. Ooh, run size 800,000. So that's got a small run size. Right there. Makes it a little more. There's your arrow kind of pointing up right there. So it's a little more rare with the run size, only 800,000. Right there, it's on the middle one. So that one would command just slightly a little more value over a regular star note with it being an 800,000 run. Raymond, what's up, man? So let's check these J's out. J, J. See if they got anything for us. 002, 155, 75. Regular. And with this number being so close to that one, it's probably in the same run. 0014, yep, first run. So both of those are regular star notes. Let's go to the K's. 0924, 6659. Regular star note. Then you got 093, so we just go down here and look. 094, 093, same run. Go to L's. Maybe that's why these were all in a stack. They're all just regular. 56, 43, 41. Regular star note. LO96. Go down here, check that out. LO96, another regular run. So those are all regular notes. Check out the 2021s. We got a D, a K, 2 Ds, and 2 Ks. Let's see here. Nah, we're just checking star notes right now that I had sitting in a stack. Only found this one right here. This one star note had a run of 800,000. We're checking the 20. I got 4 2021s. We're going to check 2 Ds and 2 Ks. 094 69661. Regular. Then we can just go down here, and this other one is D021. So D02 puts us in that first one. So that's just a regular. All regular star notes. Boo. Thought I had something good in here. 064 1690. Regular. And this is 0478. So 0478. Another regular. All regular notes. Nothing good. Boo. All regular notes. Nothing good. Here's a nice one. I'll do a giveaway right there. That's kind of a nicer note. I'll do a nicer note right there. I think it's win. Let me see. I don't know if it's win or winner. Hold on. Be right back. All right. Maybe it's winner. Or maybe I have to start Nightbot. What's up, Michael Martin? Perry Martin. You just won that star note. Congrats. Congrats, Perry. You just won that star note. Congrats, sir. Probably get it out tomorrow. Put your name on it. There you go. And then I'm going to give away one of these too. We'll give away one set of these right now. 2026 P and D. Nickel set. Also have these on sale for $5. Raymond, you get that. Congrats. Congrats, Raymond L. Gets the 2 coin set. Congrats, sir. Nice little P&D nickel set for you. It only works when I type it in, Michael Martin. I do have that. I do have that command locked down. All right, let's bust out a couple more of these rolls here. See what we got. Change our screen back. See what we got here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to investigate these. Has anybody else ever seen gold-plated Susan B. Anthony's, gold-colored Susan B. Anthony's before? I've never seen those. Found 3 of them in one roll.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Pretty good condition too. They came out of probably some type of Let's go, says Captain Vic. See if we can find something in these rolls. Yeah, these, I don't know, 20 something rolls were left over from the other night when I was going through a box.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
So I figure I'd knock those out. I've been going through the collection and just getting rid of a lot of uncirculated stuff that I've had sitting around. That I've had sitting collecting dust. You know, I don't need 10 boxes of the same nickel. So I've been going through them and just pulling out the best of the best, keeping those for myself, and the rest go in a bag to the bank. Alright, let's see what we got here. So far we've found, in those rolls, we found 1, 2, 3 1950s, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 40s, a couple of really nice 60s, and some 2025Ds that I'm keeping for myself for my roll. And I've got so many die chip nickels and stuff, I really don't even look for those anymore unless they're just blatantly obvious and huge on the coin. You know, I've got rolls of the die chips. Used a lot of them for giveaways and
She's alive. Alive.
yeah, there's a lot of nice 25Ds in this rolls. In these rolls, I like it.
I
I mean, look at that.
want
There's
my
those are both
$2.
25Ds. That one's way better. That one's circulated. That one's. But I would like to find some more buffaloes. Maybe another V nickel. That'd be cool. I like those boxes I got a couple years ago. Man, they were just filled with awesome mint state, like 1950s and 40s. Like, I feel bad for whoever's collection they came out of, but it was nice to find. Because you know somebody's collection got robbed if you're finding a whole bunch of them. Dang, that's a nice 22D. Those deminted coins are always seem to be always better than Phillies. Another 25D, another 25P. Man, come on. Yeah, I kind of fly through searching these nickels. There's one with a extreme environmental damage. 23Ds. Yep. You can almost tell the 40s and 50s just by the kind of like the color of the coin when you're searching them. There's nothing, nothing, and nothing. Nothing. Gold tone dollars were privately toned after minute. Yeah, so they're like, so they came in like a Littleton set or something like that, Perry. Or you know, what's that? Littleton. One of their little collections or something. Probably. Yeah, Littleton. That's the name of the company, isn't it? What's up, Bill? Was trying to found 3 of these, Bill, in a roll. Trying to figure out what they came from. Like Littleton. Yeah, okay. Something like that. I mean, so that tells you right there, somebody's collection got busted open. You know, somebody went through Grandpa's collection and just, I mean, these are in really nice condition. Real nice. And grabbed them and these were customer rolls. These were customer bank rolls from the bank. So somebody obviously threw them in there or didn't know what they were looking at. I just go through them to see if I can find any of the NIFSI type. You know, it was after, I think it was what, 2012? They weren't intended for circulation. They were just released for collectors. So those are the ones I look for. 'Cause I got a little book that I have. I don't really, you know, go buying them for the collection. You know, I just all my books are just what I've found hunting. I do have some that I've purchased at auction, you know, if they were really cheap. Nobody buying them, you know, $1 or $2. The coin itself's worth $1. So, yeah, I'll bid $1. Nice 23D.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
That's a decent 99. Got a gouge above the dome. I've gotten picky over the years. Like, they got to be really nice just to keep them. Otherwise, the bin gets more full and more full and more full, and I don't need that. I'm trying to downsize. It's nice 67. It's hard to downsize while you're continually searching boxes. I need to maybe just stop searching boxes for a while and keep downsizing. 1980. I thought that said 40. couple of those had kind of a broad strike on them, but the coin was so jacked up, it's not worth keeping the broad strike. That's a nice 2000. You'll find like I find a lot of 84 and 85s will have broad strike on them, on the nickels. Dammy Yabba. I think Yabba still works. There, almost got those rolls taken care of. Out of the way, got 3 more. 3 more. Nickels will be done. I do have some uncirculated cork rolls I can go through. If anybody's interested in searching uncirculated rolls on a live stream is really hard to do. Keep any interest whatsoever, as you're looking at the same coin over and over and over. I've got a method. There's a method to my madness. When I search the uncirculated rolls, I'll set the coins on like a little tray, and then I can put one over the top of it and then flip them, so I can look at both sides real quick, not have to flip the individual coins, so I can just blast through them. There's a 49, kind of beat up, but still 49. It'll be 100 years old not too long. So does anybody think they'll stop producing nickels one day, or just stop producing change altogether? Stop producing coins altogether? Or coins will just be a thing of the past that only old people know about? Another 25D. There's some nice ones in here. Because I know it costs more to produce the nickel than it does than what its face value is worth. I don't know. That's a nice one right there, whatever that is, just looking at the back of it. 92D. Man, that thing is nice. Full steps. That's a nice one. That probably came out of somebody's collection. As nice as it is, recently came out of somebody's collection, because it doesn't have any marks on the front of it. There's a 46. Yeah, I think that's it. Yep. So, had a fair amount of 40s. Fair amount. That's all done. That's all done. Got my dollar coins done. Michael Wells, hello, sir. How are you? Do a couple more of these. See if we can find a wheat penny in here. Something cool. Indian head. Yeah, let's give them a little pop and then just pop them in my hand. Pop them out. Another 70, 80, 2009. That's been in circulation a little bit. Log Cabin. Real nice 22Ds. Those probably came out of a roll. Somebody, yeah, another one. Yeah, these are all like mint state, uncirculated. They came out of a roll and just dropped. Probably rolls I've dropped in circulation. There's a nice toner, 2023. $70, 70, 81, 70. Another 22D, 70, 70. Broad strike on a 2014. Dang, look at that thing. Nice 2022D. Yeah, those came straight out of a roll. I wouldn't doubt it if it's rolls I've dropped into circulation. I've been dumping a lot of them here lately. 97. We'll check that. I've dropped a bunch of 2022s and 23s and 21s past couple weeks back into circulation. Just searched the rolls and pulled out the really, really, really nice ones and sent the rest on their way. And a 1980 and a 70. Yeah, those were nice 2022Ds. Cost too much to produce. Hope they don't. Yeah, I like searching nickels. I like it because there's always a chance of finding something pretty cool. You know, I've found more good nickels than I've found like good quarters or good pennies. Definitely. You know, more mint state type deals that, you know, for just, you know, straight to the collection. Oh, definitely. And that's all it takes is that one good box and you just get hooked on them. Hooked searching them. Definitely. Or you just find that one killer coin. You know, I've got, you guys probably all have them too, just like really awesome coins that you know would grade well, but I don't want to spend all that money sending them off to have them graded, and then the chance of the grader having a bad day. There's a nice 22, more 2022Ds. There we go. There's a wheat cent. What we got? 1941. I don't think there's a mint mark on there. Nope. 41. 41 Wheatie. Cool find. I always like finding a Wheatie. 70s, there's a 60. Yeah, there's more of these 2022s in here. Somebody dumped some monk rolls. '92, I'll recheck. Where's that other one at? Yeah, I checked the 92, 97s. There's another D. 97. I found a couple of the double ear 97s. So I always check those. Man, that thing is a bling. 2022Ds, bunch of them. 70s. 84s, you check for the double ear as well. There's another log cabin. There's a 42 Wheatie right there, so 2 wheat cents. Sweet find. Gotta like that. More of the 2022Ds. There's an 81. 15. Cool. 2 Wheaties found. T-Rep. T-Rep. Alright, I'll do a giveaway. I'll give away this 41 and 42 Wheatie I just found. I'll give away those to some lucky winner right now. Good luck. Oops. Make sure you say something in chat so you're counted. ER. And the winner is Michael Martin. Gets the 2 Wheaties. Congrats. No need to claim. I have your address. It's 4142. Hopefully you need it for your collection. Maybe not. Bust open 2 more rolls, see what we can find. Yeah, you guys see, I cut the tops off these rolls, and then I pack the coins right back in the roll and tape the top. That way I don't have to buy coin wraps or bug the bank for coin wraps. So just I got a special way that I push them all back in the tube. Oh, that had an ender on it. That one had an ender. $1954D ender. Didn't even notice that. All right. So we got here 70, 80. 70, 81. Probably more 2022 Ds. Jeez, look at those things. Somebody dumped rolls. There's another log. There's a log splitter. Let's see if it's got the doubled thumbs. It does not. Yeah, on the log splitter, you want to look on his hand holding the book for doubling. I had a uncirculated roll of those one time that I opened up and found multiples inside. It was a sweet find. There's a 68. 70, nice one. 2024. I know I probably should be looking at these better. There's probably a lot of strike through grease or whatever I'm missing. 98, we'll check again. That's a 2000, we'll check. But like I said, I don't spend my time going back checking them. I just sell the bags, and people. I had somebody tell me that they found a really valuable 1960 something in one of the bags I sold. I don't know if they were telling the truth, or I don't know why they would make that up, but they said they found it in a bag I sold them, so. I'm like, okay. Martin Bowen, how are you today? I'm just going through some rolls that I've had sitting here. See if we can find anything good. I found these earlier, Martin. On a roll of dollars. Perry seems to think they came out of like a Littleton set or something. You know, one of their souvenir type sets. Thought it was pretty cool. Thought it was pretty cool. And then we checked earlier. We checked a whole stack of star notes. Found nothing great. Really found one that had an 800,000 run, but nothing. There's a 60 right there. Nothing too great. 84. I'll recheck. And then years ago, when I went to the bank and got there's 2022D, I'd pick up Lincoln cent rolls, and I found I guess somebody was doing the same thing like I do. They were just cleaning out a collection, and I found multiple rolls of BU 1984s. And I finally went back through those and found several of the double earlobe on those. That was a stellar find. You gotta like that. I don't know if I'll ultimately sell them all or just keep them for the collection. I mean, they're kind of oddball stuff. For 69. I don't know, stuff like that tends to go to specialty collectors. You know, not every. There's another Wheatie. What we got here? 1952 Wheatie. So that's 4 Wheaties so far. That looks like another. Oh, heck yeah. Check that one out. 1921. Oh, Wayne, I didn't know you weren't blue. Let me make you blue there, Wayne. Check it out. 1921. That's an old one. I'd say it's one of the older Wheaties I found in a roll. Usually you find 40s and 50s, not 1921. Heck yeah. 69. Yeah, I saw when I was flipping them, I saw it was how faded it was. I was like, oh yeah, that's an old one. 22, 24, 22s. Oh, there's another one. What we got here? 1955. Let's check that one for. Definitely got to check the 55 for a doubled die. Nope, just a 55D. Decent shape. Cool. I like it when I find the wheat cents. That'd be killer to find a 55 DDO on a live stream. That'd be sweet. 2022D, 24s. 2005. More D's. There's a 80.
Thank you, sir. May I have
There's a
another?
nice 79. Still got a little color to it. 79. Cool. 1921. I'll take that. Who knows how these boxes have probably been sitting over here in my basement for a couple of years. When there was the when all that FOMO was happening, you know, once they discontinued the Lincoln Cent, I kind of gambled on the fact that people were going to be scrambling for boxes. So months and months and months before they even ended the production, I was stockpiling boxes. It worked out in my favor. So I gambled well on that one. Because people were just dying for sealed bankrolls. Gotta find them sealed bankrolls. They're 70s. So I sold what I was gonna sell, and I'm sitting on the rest for, I don't know, a couple more years. See if the price fluctuates or not. Hopefully they go up, because they're not making any more rolls. So there's an 80, 73. What we got here? 90s, 82, 60. Come on, there's 84, 76, 98. So yeah, I'm throwing not all my rechecks I'm throwing over here. 82, just another 69. That I'll recheck them. 82, 81, 66, 70. Another 70, 99. You get fast at it after doing it for so long. 70, 82. More 70s. 70s. And just like that. Alright, let's do another giveaway. Let's give away something. We're going to give away a... Let's give this away. We're going to do 2026D Emerging Liberty Dime. BU out of the roll. I was able to find a couple of rolls of these. Good luck. Say something in chat to be considered, and I'll type in winner. Good luck. Jolly Roger, hello. I'm just going through some rolls that have been sitting around, little pop-up stream. What we got here? Who's the winner? Who the winner? Who the winner? And if you're not a winner and you want one, send me $2 PayPal, friends and family, and I'll send you one. And the winner is KCB. All right. Congrats, KCB. Coming to you right there. Don't know if you have one yet or not. There, KCB. Coming your way. Congrats on that. Pop up 2 more rolls. And I do have, I don't know if anybody's interested in uncirculated rolls of, like, I got 2022 P&D, 23 P&D, 24 P&D of Lincoln Cents. I have boxes of them. If anybody's interested in some uncirculated rolls, shoot me an email. We'll work out something. Because I'm going to be getting ready to sell those soon. Or sell some of them. So I'm not sitting on a pile of them. Eventually I'd like my basement clean again. The coin collecting is taking up a very large space. And kind of want some of that space back to do some of my other projects that I like doing. More so, a lot of 70s in these rolls. 98. Lots of 70s. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig a little deeper there if Perry's still here about the like what set these things came out of. I've never found those in rolls. More 2022s.
She's alive.
And found 3 in one roll.
So,
But that was the only 2 rolls
what you
the
little
teller
babies
had.
to do first.
There's a log splitter. Let's check that one out. See if we got any doubling. We do not. 69. 82. 61. 63, 79, another 2022. And nothing. Another 2022. 21. Would you be interested in trading 26 Philly dimes for Denver? Yes, I would. I totally would. How many you want to trade? Because I do not have Phillies and I'd love some for my collection. I have, well, minus what I took out of there, I've got 1 box of the Denver, so I'm willing to part with however many rolls. Yes, I would trade straight up. No problem. Hey, John Chum. No problemo. Shoot me an email. We could work something out because I would love to have some Phillies. I was surprised that I got Denver from my bank. I mean, I live in Georgia, so I found that odd. But over the years, I've gotten a lot of Denver stuff. So I'm just checking for double earlobes and stuff now on these. The 2000s, looking for the wide AMs. 92, close AM. Yeah, I'd love to. I used to have a guy that I was partnered up with. He lived in Oklahoma. That as all the new releases came out, I would just, I would send him 10, 15 rolls of, there's a nice Woody, a 73. We would just trade rolls back and forth because he couldn't source any Philly rolls and I couldn't get Denver, so we would always just trade them up straight. And he ended up having a little baby girl, and she consumed, you know, as babies do, consumed all of his free time, which should, you know, kids are your priority. And he just stopped doing the rolls and stuff. So 14 rolls left, so maybe, yeah, 10 or all 14. I don't care. I'll trade you 14 rolls straight up. Or 10. It's up to you. I appreciate that. You just let me know the number and I'll send them on the way. No problem. I'd love to. Yeah, because I collect, you know, you guys know I collect rolls of stuff. You know, generally I don't do. Well, that kind of looks like a double. Let's see here. That may just be a mark on his earlobe. I need to get another scope. Using a loop for everything kind of defeats the purpose. Like a scope just to run them through. 98. I guess you just sent me an email. Somebody sent me something. Nothing. 98s, 99s. I still have not found a 99 wide AM. I found 98 in 2000. Ooh, what's this one? Yeah, 92. But I have not found a 99 wide AM. Do you get a lot of Philly stuff out there, or it's just kind of a chance thing that happened? All right, let's I'm gonna put on some gloves real quick, and let's open up one of these old BU rolls in the tube. Let's see what's up with those. If I can find my gloves. Right there they are. Yeah, like I said earlier in the stream, I've been going back through all my old tubed rolls of coins. Heading to dinner. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna eat tonight. I've been doing a lot of cooking lately. Alright, let's see what we got here. Gloves. Oh no, we got a rip. Fingers are still covered though, we're good. Alright, let's pull one of these dudes out of here. See what we got. Let's do a 59. What do we got here? 62s. 4381. Oh, let's do a 59D. Let's check out one of those. 59D. We got it at a Whatnot auction for $2. So let's open up the roll, see what's in there. Never know. Might have something cool in there. A lot of times it's hard to get these out of these rolls. Taped up roll. Might find something good, never know. Some old tape on here. Gives me too much trouble. I'll be moving on to another roll. Come on. Oh, tape may have been on here since the 50s. Who knows? I had some of these. I went to the bank years and years and years ago and just kind of like stopped in and asked them if they had anything. And some gentleman had dropped off an entire collection of stuff that from his father's attic. And there were 16 rolls like this, tubed rolls of 1959 Phillies. that I had to like carefully heat the roll. I couldn't get the coins out of the rolls, they were in there so tight. And like gently took a hair dryer and kind of heated up the roll so I could tap it and get the dang coins out of there. So I knew they hadn't been out of there in forever. Dang, these things are in there. I knew they hadn't been out of there. Alright. Who knows when the last time these things saw the light of day. We're going to find out though. Alright, 59D. It's a good looking Lincoln set there on top. Yeah, I like the Ikes. I was lucky enough to get some actual rolled Ike dollars in the past, and just every other one was beautiful. Oh. Alright, see what these things look like. I love looking at the old Lincoln cents like this. Look at that. Not a mark on that. A little bit on the cheek. Yeah, so I'll go through this whole roll like under a lot. Man, that is a good looking coin. That one there is nice. Then I'll just pull out the best of the best and I'll seal it in a capsule or something. But when I was going through that 58 roll, I kept noticing there was something under the chin and something by the date and then something by the nose, and then it'd be another one and another one, and I was like, you know what, I think that is a die clash. Man, these are beauties. Look at that thing. Oh yeah, no problem, Jolly Roger. 59D is very nice. That looks like it was just made. Got nice luster on them. I hate opening up these rolls and like you could tell someone's gone through all of them, and this one I don't think has been gone through because these are some nice coins. You know, you'll have one or two real nice ones and the rest are just all beat up. And you're like, there's no way these are BU rolls. Feel like you've been ripped off, you know, buying them. But these are, nice. No marks on them. Yeah, they've definitely been sitting in the tube for a while. That one's got a little bit of a mark by his head, but the fields are really clean. Wow. You could tell that, I don't know if they took their time more on the older, you know, when they did the older stuff, or it just seems like more quality of a product to me anyway. Yeah, I mean, every one of these has beautiful clean field on it. I haven't seen a scratch yet on any one of these coins. That one's got a little bit of a mark there. Okay, so that one's got a little mark by the date. And when I see that, I kind of think it's, you know, a clash from the other side because it's going horizontal. I'll set that to the side. There's another one with the exact same mark. Right by the date. Between the one and the chest, one and both of them are exactly the same, so that's probably a slight die clash. Because the odds of those both being identical like that, with the same mark on them. Man, these are beauties. So now I'm just eyeballing it, seeing if looking for that mark. It's more than likely a die clash. That's the worst one I've seen so far right there. Man, every one of these are nice. Yeah, for $2 for this roll, that was the score. I don't remember how long ago I bought it, but see, that one's actually got a partial thumbprint on it. Or somebody, it's got something by his mouth too. Looks like maybe a contact mark or something. I'm not sure. Dang, look at that. That's a nice one. Sled Gang, what's up, man? Let me make you blue, homie. Good to see you. There you go. Now you're blue. Just opening up an old BU tube of 59s. That thing is a gem. Wow. Got a mark on that thing. She's a beauty. Yeah, maybe one day man, look at that one. Maybe one day I'll get up the nerve to send some coins in. But with the subjectiveness of grading, you know, I don't know. Maybe I have to send it in under somebody else's name that, you know, has a little clout in the industry, or I mean, because I don't know how that would not grade. I mean, there is not a mark on that thing. I'll look at it under definitely some more magnification just to see. But yeah, that one was definitely the best so far. Yeah, but I like opening up these old rolls, pulling the tape off of them, and man, beauties. Hey. So maybe that one has the die. Oh, there's another one. It's got that mark, same mark. Yeah, it's probably a die clash of some sort. There's 3 of them so far had that mark between the one and the chest. I mean, these things are in phenomenal shape for being in a plastic. There's another one with that mark. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a little video short or something when I put them under magnification. Just to see. Man, those are nice. Another 59. Yep, just those couple with the mark so far. Yep. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them with that mark out of the roll. 5 more to look at. Man, every one of these coins, I mean, there's only been like 2 or 3 that I would toss out. Very nice roll. I'm happy with the $2 spent. I don't even know how long ago I spent the $2, but very nice. Solid. I've been like extremely disappointed before, you know, getting what's supposed to be, you know, they claim to be a BU roll, and just every one of them's beat up. You could tell it's been in circulation. It'd be more so a circulated roll than just something BU. These were definitely BU coins. Definitely. Nice ones. I mean, there's some beauties in there. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna recheck a couple of these for the more solid ones. I'll keep out and put in a capsule, definitely. All right, let's do a 59. We'll do a 59p. Same, okay, so there's a 59p, I guess, from the same seller. 9/1/23. Left the tube sealed with original tape. So we'll see here. See what's on this one. So this is a Philly roll. We'll see here. Yeah, those were nice coins. Very nice. So this is 59p. I bought it September 1st, 23 for $2. So let's see what we got here. Nice so far. Nice so far. We'll see here. Take a looky. That one's got a thumb. First one's got a fingerprint on it. I can see it now. I don't know if it'll show up. It definitely has a fingerprint on it. You can't see it. Here you can see it. See that fingerprint in the fields? Both sides. I hate that. Hate that. Stupid fingerprint. Yeah, these are way worse shape than those other ones. Yeah, every one of those other ones was a beauty. That's a nice one. I mean, who puts a finger? That's a really nice one there. I'll set that aside. You know they're BU coins, man. Why would you put your fingerprint on them? Obviously, they're collectors. I mean, there's another one, another fingerprint on that one. You can probably see it. Elizabeth Flood, hello. I don't know if we can catch the fingerprint on this one or not. Here you can see the fingerprint over the whole coin right there. Boo. Yeah, these aren't as quality as the other roll. No way. It could be also the Philly mint. I mean, Denver minted coins have always been nicer. In my experience, they've always been nicer coins. That's a nice one, but nothing like those Denvers. Those Denvers were all beauties. They were all good ones. Yeah, these all have contact marks all over them. I mean, they're still, I mean, they're uncirculated. They're more beat up than the other ones. Definitely. It is what it is. Still a roll of nice 59 Lincoln cents. You know, Stoops still nice. I mean, still got nice luster to them. That one's got really nice luster to it still. I mean, who knows how many, like those rolls I said I got from the bank. I think whoever rolled those up, he was the one and only. There's another one with fingerprints all over it. Oh, we got fingerprints all over it too. There you go. You can almost, there you can see them right there in the fields. Fingerprints. Come on, man. does that? Who does that with BU rolls, fingerprinting them all? Dude needs kicked in the nuts. Yeah, there's nothing like that Denver roll. That Denver roll was sweet. This one's only got 2 compared to that other roll. That the whole roll was nice. BU. I've only got 2 that I would consider. That D roll was full of them that I would consider grading. This one's not the case. Joseph Wells, what's up, man? I'm opening up some old tubed rolls I've had sitting around. These are 59 Phillies that aren't impressing me at all like the Denvers were. Well, that's a clean coin, but that one's got marks all over it. Mario, that's decent. Nice luster on them, but as far as like outstanding mint state, there's I could tell that one just by looking at it. That's a nice one. No marks, clean fields. We'll look at that one. You can just tell just by the way the light hits some of them. You're just like, oh yeah, that's a good one. That one's got fingerprint on it. That one's got a fingerprint on it. That one's got contact marks. It's a decent one. But I don't know, any of y'all out there that have like opened up just BU rolls, uncirculated rolls, you know what I'm talking about. It's just that certain luster on the coin that pops out at you, and you're like, dang, it doesn't have any marks on it. So yeah, so that Denver roll had a stack. This one has 3 that I would consider looking at again and make that 2, because I just saw on a different angle that one's got contact marks on it as well. So, I'll go through these BU rolls, find the best of the best, and maybe consider grading them. That's a nice one, but we'll go back. All right, let's see what else. Let's do a giveaway. Let's do another dime. Say something in chat so you're considered. We're going to give away another Emerging Liberty 2026D dime. Say something in chat so the bot sees you. And we will type winner in here in 1 second. I'll give everybody a chance to say something. Let's open up let's look at a 19. Oh, here's another whatnot. $2. So I must have bought this off the same person. $2, got the same label. 1963. I purchased September 1st, 2023. 1963 roll. Let's see what's up. There's any good ones in here. And we'll type winner here in 1 sec. Keep my 59s and 59D separated. So this is 1963. Oh, already crappy. It's already crappy. We could tell. Look at all those marks on the face of that coin. Might just be the top one, though. Let's get us a winner first. Good luck. This is for the 2026D. 31 likes. Cool. We'll do a 25 liker, too. And Elizabeth Flood. You get the dime coming to you. Congrats. 2026D. Emerging Liberty. There you go. And then we'll do a... Let me fire up Nightbot. I'll do Nightbot for the 25 likes. Give me one sec. Fire up the Nightbot. The Nightbot. Keyword next. Next. 25 is going to be the keyword. So keyword is 25 for the 25 likes. And there you go. So let's see, what are we going to give away for 25 likeys? We'll do a... What do I got sitting over here? Sitting over here in the pile. You know what, we'll just do another 25 likes. We're going to do... We'll do one of those, one of these, and one of those. So 25 likes, we'll get the 2026P nickel, 2026D nickel, and you'll get the dime, 2026D dime. Get all three, be for 25 likes. Good luck. And let's look at some of this roll real quick, see if there's anything good in it. This is what, a 1963 roll I bought off of Whatnot 3 years ago. See if it's anything worth writing home about, or if they're all marked up. These are the Phillies as well. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I would hope just, oh yeah, these are a bunch of crap. Not very good. I mean, I couldn't tell you. I mean, they're uncirculated, but I can't tell you if that's just the mint process, you know, just being shitty, or, you know, between the Denver and Philly, or is it just because they've been sitting in a roll? I mean, they don't look oxidized or anything. They just kind of look beat up. I would think a BU roll would look a little better than these. But hey, I only spent $2 on them. I guess is the redeeming factor. Because when I started collecting them, I wanted a wrapped roll or a tubed roll of every single year I could possibly get. And once I started getting back into the 40s, they got really expensive. So I was like, all right, we're going to stop there. That one's decent. So yeah, my earliest like roll is, I've got a 1943 steel, you know, zinc plated steel roll that I bought a while back. But all right, let's get us a winner. Hopefully everybody's in. We got how many entries? All right, there we go. Everybody's in. I got Lyle, Michael Wells, Raymond, Jimmy, Jolly Router, Elizabeth Flood, Joe Minnick, SkyQuest, Joseph Wells, KCB, Otis Cauldron, Chew, and Wayne. If you didn't hear your name, type 25 to get in. We are choosing a winner. In 3, 2, 1. Joe Minnick. Tell me you're here and you get them. You'll get all three. Joe Minnick. Joe Joe Minnick. I see him in there. He said 25. I see this thing here. Good job, Joe Minnick. I believe I have your address, Joe Minnick. Pretty sure I do. You can go ahead and send me an email with your address anyway, so I could make sure. And congratulations to you, sir. 25 Lakeys. Congrats. You got it, brother. Thanks for being here. Little pop-up smorgasbord of coin hunting and tube opening, and you never know what we'll find. Just right now, just trying to find a nice, decent 63 that none of these so far have even been considered nice enough. I mean, what is all that? Is that just the age of the coin that's on there? Like, it kind of looks, it looks uncirculated, but it's just kind of hazy and a lot of contact marks. Like maybe these came in bags and they were just making up BU rolls out of bags. Because heck, if I was getting bags of them, I would be pulling out the best for my BU rolls and getting rid of the rest. But yeah, none of these are nice. I wouldn't consider these nice enough to... definitely nothing to send in. That one's got a little luster on it. So that one's about the best one I found in the whole roll. Right there, a little bit of luster on it. Vault security in the house. Alright, 63s weren't that good. What roll we want to see here? I'll pull out another one. Here's our choices, folks. While I tube this one up. We got 60, 61, 62, 68. More 63s. 81, 73, 81. Here's two 1961s, 62, 62, 62, 63, 62D. Here's a 58P. You want to open up a 58P? I don't think that's been opened in a very long time. Someone even did the little label thing on it. Look how old that tape is. I bet you that tape's been on there since 58. What do y'all think? Yeah, no? We'll open up another one. Check it out. Yeah, but a couple months back, I did find someone selling off some of their collection, and I was able to get a couple of the early 50s rolls I'd been looking for. For my collection. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it. Alright, let's bust open this 58P with the nice yellowed tape. Let's see what we got. Let's see what's on here. You know that yellow tape's been there for a while. Maybe there's some beauties in here. Who knows? All right. Ooh, I bought this roll for $16 a long time ago. So let's see. Let's see what we got in here. I don't think I'd pay that much for it nowadays. It must have been in my younger roll searching days. Dang, sucker's on there. They use better adhesive in the 50s. go. So I have the new $50. I have some Phillies of those too. It must have been right before you showed up. Wayne Finicum was asking me about it, and I opened up a box that I just received from the Mint. P&D rolls. But I had just purchased, I haven't received them yet, but I bought some rolls at an auction, and I don't know, I bought 2 rolls. I don't know if they're P's or D's. I'm waiting on them to arrive. But, do you have Phillies? So do you have Phillies and Denvers? Or, because I don't even know which ones I got from there. I've got P&D rolls there that I won't open those boxes, but there we go. 58P BU. Here's what the top one looks like. See, that's already better than those 60s we just looked at. But we also did peel off some nice yellowed tape. So this has probably been sealed for a while. We'll see. We'll see what's in here. Sides look all nice. Oh wow, yeah, I can already tell these are nicer. These things are glossy. Nice 58s. Let's check them out. Let's see what we got here. Oh, full boxes, yeah. So you're looking for Denver roll. I believe the 2 rolls I have coming are Denver. Honestly. So that's the first one. Much better than those 63s. See if we can find something exceptional here. It's a nicer one there. Still got some cartwheel on it. Yeah, these are definitely nicer than those 63s. Yeah, these are nice ones. So this was obviously a roll that was sealed up and not messed around with, because these are a lot better. $16, I guess I'd hope they'd all be nice. Glossy beauties. Looking for one really good gem. I mean, they all have clean fields on them, but I'm looking for the one that's just the eye popper. I mean, you can see those are clean, they're clean field coins. They're nice uncirculated coins, but you all know what the one I'm looking for. The one I flip it over and I just go bam. It's got that just glossy. It's got that glossy, nice new look to it, like that. That's what I'm looking for. Clean fields, no marks. Nothing on the cheek, chin, face, nothing. No marks on the coat. Look how clean that is. Got all the high points on the cheek, the top of the head. That's a nice coin. And when they're getting graded, that's what they're looking at too. They're looking at for anywhere, any contact point on the high points of the coin that would even suggest that it's been handled or in circulation at some point. That would give it away. Which that one does not have it. So we have one good one in there. And so when I'm looking at them for ones that I would consider, just even consider grading, that's what I'm looking at. And then when I'm not streaming, I'll go back and I'll look at these under a lot more magnification. Right now I'm just doing a quick cursory kind of just flash in the light look to see just to see, you know, if something pops out at me, you know, right away. Says, hey, look at me. I'm Jim BU. That's kind of a nice one. Get a second look on them. But paying that much for the roll, you know, I would expect all of them to look like that. You know, as would anybody else that paid that much for the roll. I probably got ran up in the auction or something and was like, you know what? I probably didn't have a 58p roll at the time and was looking for one. That's decent. A lot of these look like they've had, see, there's one with a fingerprint. If you look right over here in the right side of the field above the date, right, see the fingerprint right there. Somebody needs slapped if they're handling a coin like that and leave a thumbprint on it. That's been there so long, that's etched in the coin. That can't be wiped off. Those oils have etched into the surface of the coin. That's there forever now. Always handle your coins by the side. Or with gloves. Generally, I wear gloves if I'm dealing with, you know, old BU rolls and stuff that I do not want to even take a chance of putting a mark on the coin. I don't want to have a chance of devaluing anything I've paid money for. Yeah, these aren't. I mean, that's a nice looking coin. But it kind of looks like it's, if you look, like coming off of his, like from his chin going up to the T, it was kind of like a hazy mark. See that? It's almost like it's had a piece of tape or something on it. And a lot of them have that mark. Doesn't look like a wash, you know, like the solution they wash them in. It doesn't look like that. But a lot of them have that kind of mark on there. Alright, let's check the rest of these out. And we'll do an EOS and I'll go get something to eat. Yeah, but I got a lot more of these tubes to go through. I want to check them all out and see if there's something stellar in there that I haven't discovered yet. Yeah, these were nice ones, but only one really popped out at me so far. Yeah, two of them I'd consider. So overpaid for the roll? I don't know. All depends on what day you're trying to buy it, I guess. Or who you're bidding against. You know, don't fall in love with an item, I guess, is the warning. All right, let's see what we're gonna do for the EOS. Let's do I got some war nickel. How about a war nickel? 258s right there. All right, let's do an EOS. Let's do. Dun, 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 dun. How about? Got a couple of no-dater buffaloes here. There you go. Do EOS. EOS will be your choice of four no-date buffaloes, or another set of these, or another set of these. So your choice: 4 no-date buffalo, which you can probably, you know, use your little chemicals to get the dates, or this. Let me set up the old Nightbot. We'll do an EOS, and good luck, everybody, because I am getting hungry. Close. Let's go back. Yeah, caps lock EOS. Yeah, I like buffaloes too. Oops. Yep, good luck everybody. So keyword is EOS. And you'll have your choice of the buffaloes or the PD set. And I'm gonna wrap these up real quick. Might go through some more rolls later. And I'll be right back. All right. Willis. Yeah, I don't think I have Willis anymore. I lost a whole bunch of them. All right, EOS, your choice of 4 buffaloes or PD set. Let's choose us a winner. 11 people in. I got Jimmy, Jolly Roger, Elizabeth Flood, Michael Wells, Raymond, SkyQuest, Michael Martin, KCB, Joe Minnick, Wayne Finicum, Chew, and Otis. Didn't hear your name. And Lyle, didn't hear your name. Type EOS. I'm about to choose a winner. You're already in there, Jimmy. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good luck. Otis, you're the winner. So tell me which ones you want, Otis. Do you want the PD set or do you want the 4 buffaloes? Your call. Congrats, Otis. Yeah, you're here. Which ones you want, Otis? You want the your choice is 4 buffaloes or the PD set. Buffaloes, you got it. There are no daters, but you can probably put some chemicals on it there, and I do have your address, so no worries there. Otis C. All right, gang. I'm going to get some grub. I appreciate y'all hanging out, checking out some stuff, going through some old coinage. I got tons more old stuff I need to go through. Nickels, pennies, whole bunch of crap. But you all are much appreciated. Thank you very, very, very much for the support. And I will catch y'all on the next one. Have a good evening. Be safe. And good night.